One, two, three, four. I'm back to you again, guys. It is a Sunday afternoon, and I'm kind of feeling bored at home because this weekend was more or less like a free weekend. No event from Friday, Saturday. There wasn't any event in town like that, especially here in Accra, that I was involved. So Friday, I did not go anywhere specifically. Then on Saturday, same way, I did not go anywhere. So what it means is that I have so much energy. So whilst I was feeling bored at home, I decided to just come to the office to do some reading, to do some watching, to do some listening. And as entertainment people or as a journalist, these are some of the things I do just to make sure that I'm always abreast with happenings here and outside of Ghana. So I went online, and whilst going through some of the things online, I saw something. You know, sometimes I wish that some things don't happen for others to take advantage of. And I'm going to tell you everything, what I think about what I want to talk about. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sammy Flex TV. I'll call this my editorial because when I speak alone like this, these are things I would want to touch on as the CEO of Sammy Flex TV, or better still, Flex Entertainment, and as the host of Class Showbiz on CTV, and the plethora of programs that I do here on this channel, and more. The fact that I'm also a 360 person in the showbiz industry, doing this and that, and my contribution really counting in this space. I want to talk about it. So, once again, welcome. So, I checked on Shatta Wale's live feed, something he did, I think, some 2 days ago. Was it Friday? Yeah, I think so. I think he did that live on Friday. And after the live thing, I came back online today. Like I said, I was just coming to look around to see what is happening around town and to prepare myself for the week because I have the whole week to work. Every day I produce about 3 different shows. I produce shows on Sammy Flex TV. I produce shows on CTV. So I kind of have a heavy schedule when it comes to my work. So anytime I get the opportunity, I look around for some more information. So whilst here, I opened my laptop, went onto YouTube, looked for some information around, and I realized that, hey, Shatta Wale, Shatta Wale, Shatta Wale, Shatta Wale, Shatta Wale, Shatta Wale, Shatta Wale. So many videos with Shatta Wale in it, and it was out of his recent live video he did, where he was talking about those attacking him on his stance or on his position about the McMill and our Jubilee House saga. And I realized that he was particular about some people. He mentioned some individual names. He mentioned Kwadwo Sheldon. He mentioned Captain Smart, and some 1 or 2 people whose names might have flashed through his live feed somewhere. So while I was there, I also looked around and I realized that, especially those of the people who Shatta mentioned in the video, they also took advantage and of course decided to also hit back at him. And that is how the story has been, back and forth. So I was there and I said, hey, if I were Shatta Wale, there are some things I would hasten to do. Or better still, if I were Shatta Wale, I would only wait for some people to maybe do business with me even before I mention their names. Because I know so many people in our industry that Shatta Wale has helped in making them popular. So many of them. So many of them. In fact, you know some of them already. The moment Shatta Wale mentioned them for doing something they have done to him, or for maybe talking about something they've said about him, poof, those people became instant famous people. And it has been so beautiful. That's why I was thinking, I was asking myself that, hey, if I were Shatta Wale, like by the time I'll mention your name, it means that we've even signed papers that what I'm going to do for you is going to put you up there. Therefore, before I'll do that, You have to agree. Let's put this down. Let's put that down. Then we can continue flying. If you don't do that, then I'm not going to mind you. Now let's do this analysis. Shatta Wale has a way of mentioning people. Some he mentions for all the good reasons, and those people have limited number of people who would react to such mentions, because yeah, Shatta said something good about them. Maybe Shatta commended them for something good they have done. Those people, when it comes to what reaction comes to them, when it comes to what feedback they get, it is always limited, because yeah, as people, we are like that. When something is positive, we are slow in running towards that thing. But if someone speaks evil of Shatta Wale, or if someone does evil to Shatta Wale, and Shatta Wale comes hard at a person, you know, a good number of people who would want to go and also show loyalty and also show to the person that you touched the wrong person, or you touched our king, therefore you did not get it right. All these people indirectly end up making that person even more popular. And that is what I've seen. So some people will just behave in just any way. Some people will just misbehave towards Shatta Wale, just waiting for that golden opportunity where Shatta will mention them, poof, and they are done. That's why I said, if I were Shatta Wale, before I'll mention your name, in the terms, before I'll do that for you, there is that person who has fed the industry with so much content, including myself. In fact, I will not take myself out, because if I do, then it means that I'm being a hypocrite. There is one person who has fed the industry with so much content. Sometimes I know some people come to my YouTube pages and they go like, why every day Shatta Wale? Why every day Shatta Wale? Anytime I see such comments, I tell myself that these are people who don't understand your profession. These are people who don't understand your area of work. So allow them to just speak ignorantly of what they don't know. And that has been the story. Look around. In fact, ever since this year started, we've not done much. At least today is like 15th January. Yeah, let me confirm that. Yeah, today is 15th January. And ever since the year started, look around. If you play a role, an active role in the showbiz industry, look around. Which artist has done more? Which artist has done stuff that has put him in the news than Shatta Wale? Just look around. Who? None. Look around. There's none. But ever since this year started, go and look at the number of stories people have written. You just take your time. Go to any of the leading blogs or the leading websites here in Ghana. The Ghana Webs, the Manjo Onlines, and all those. You just go there and read. Which artist has given more headlines than any other artist? Of course. So if you are a content provider, the likelihood that you are more likely to write or say something or to publish something about Shatta Wale is high. But sometimes I was also thinking that, okay, so if these guys have been feeding off name Shatta Wale or brand Shatta Wale, then why do we sometimes show some kind of disrespect to the brand? Because if Shatta Wale should keep quiet like the rest of the artists do in Ghana, if Shatta Wale should keep mute on issues like so many artists do in Ghana, content creators will struggle. Some, okay, let me put it that way. Some content creators will struggle, because yes, some of us, we know how to create content. Sometimes we can just read a story from somewhere and just align its content enough for us to discuss. But there are some people, they don't have that ability. There are some people, they don't have that skill. They only would wait for someone to do something holistically before they would have a content. But no, we don't. We go beyond that. So sometimes, ask myself, if we know we are benefiting of this guy, if we know what he does comes back to give us something, then let's put some respect on his brand. Let's put some respect on his name. But the story has always been different. Yeah, the story has always been different. But you see, Shatta is Shatta Wale. That's what I'm saying. If I were him, I'm not him. I can't be him. I don't want to be him. And that's the fact. I don't want to be Shatta Wale. No. Never. I don't want to be him. Because to be Shatta Wale is a crazy job. To be Shatta Wale, you need to really go hard before you can be Shatta Wale. Unfortunately, someone called me. I'll pick that later. To be Shatta Wale, you need to be very hard before you can be Shatta Wale. Now, let's go catch some of the actions from the live video. And when I come back, we'll continue.
You call McMill ex-convict. You are a stupid fool to call McMill an ex-convict. You are a stupid fool. Anybody where they insult McMill for Ghana, when I tell the person, you be stupid fool, you big fool. If the president sometimes and they talk to Ghana, we need leader where go build prison. People will go there 3 months, 4 months, 3 months, 4 months to learn sense. To learn sense, not be anything. Not be make they give you put prison and you go there 1,000 years or 50,000. No. Prison they take go there 1 week. If you see 1 week, you be like,
okay, so that was the video you just watched, and that was the live that has given some people so much content and so much opportunity to also hit back at Shatta Wale. Like I said, it continues like that. It continues like that. It won't stop. If I were him, I would sign papers with some people before I would mention them. Shatta Wale has mentioned so many people people who even never thought that a day Shatta Wale would sit down to think about them or to mention them. But unfortunately for them, they got a mention from him. And I think it's good for them. Yeah, it's good for them. But whether it is good for Shatta Wale himself, I leave it to God and to the industry to judge. But he knows what is good. In fact, he understands his terrain. He knows how people are. So he always knows how to deal with them. But I still wish that we put some respect on his brand, because he has been doing a lot for the industry in terms of giving content to people who need it. Finally, let me also use this opportunity to commend him for his 100 million streams on Boomplay. I saw the fly yesterday on social media, flying left, right, and center, and it felt so beautiful that wow. Among some other artists who have gotten this particular opportunity to get to that club, at the 100 million streams club on Boomplay, Shatta Wale is the latest addition or the newest addition, and it feels so good already that he is there. Already, he's also released the Adole song, and the video, I think the video is really causing havoc. I've seen some ladies doing their things with the video, especially on TikTok, and it's looking beautiful. Fact is that I shared on my social media handles that Shatta Wale has a song for every occasion. If you're in church and you want to sing one song from Shatta Wale, I want to believe you get one. If you are in the bedroom and you want one song from Shatta Wale to do something, same way you get one. So if you are listening to that song, you should know what moment and you should know what time is it before you even talk about it. I have enjoyed it. I like it. But of course, it is for adults. I call it adult music. So this year alone, we've just done 15 days in the year, and Shatta Wale has released about, I think, 4 songs or so. At least I know of Competition, I know of Standard, I know of Unicorn and the Adole song, and it's all looking good. This is the guy I'm talking about. He gives you content. So if you want content, pay attention to him. But at the end of it all, give him some respect. Put some respect on his name, and it helps. My name is Sammy Flex. It is a weekend vibe. Decided to just come your way, give you some 1 or 2, because of course, the weekend is free, no more stress. So I just came here to just speak to you. I'll do again.